One, two, three, in the place to be. It's your player partners from the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the mount.
It's your dog is real.
Ike Hayes.
And before we jump in, make sure you go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, share, jump in the comments if you will. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell your big booty auntie them is them again. Um, so we did have a video up before, but there were some technical difficulties.
It was a good video too, boy.
Great, it
God
was a great
damn.
one. It was a great one. But we're not gonna beat the dead horse that's been beaten. But I do think there's a couple of points that all the other podcasts didn't touch on. And shout out to all the other podcasts out there, everybody doing their thing. Everybody is just 11-6-0 and all of that. And like I said, we're not gonna beat the dead horse, but there is one specific point that I think we talked about that I think needs to be touched on. So go ahead and
Man, y'all know Cal could only score 9 points against Florida State, right? And y'all love to be like, but Florida State's trash. Well, if they so trash, why could Cal? And if you watch that game, Cal struggled. Florida State defense was tired because their offense couldn't put up no points. So that means a broken down, tired defense. That I mean, so on a trash ass team, the trashest team in the ACC because they 1-5. So this might be one of the trashiest teams in college football. So Cal struggled to the
mm,
point where the whole game they couldn't score. And then when they were driving on the last series, they threw an interception. That defense is trash. So if that defense is trash, that lets you know that Miami's defense is horrendous. Y'all do know that between both of our safeties, Powell and Harris, and that linebacker, Kiko Magan, that's what the name is? Kiko, whatever
Mano,
the name is,
yeah, Mano,
Maganoa. Yeah, they missed 13 tackles. Out of them 13 missed tackles, three explosive plays for over 50 yards. So you basically bomb and then go to the house or run. And I'm like, yeah, that's a trash ass defense. So y'all can love that 6-0, but boy, y'all acting like this was the last game of the series. I mean of the season. And yeah, man, we beat a giant. Nah, man, you beat a team that couldn't score a touchdown on Florida State. And
mm,
they punted most of the game and cooked field goals. Yet against Miami, man, them boys was looking like they could go to the ACC title. They threw up 38 points, the same way Virginia Tech threw up 34 points. So, and it took penalties. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it too, man. It ain't no damn conspiracy in the sense that, but I think that there is a vested interest in Miami to be in that in the championship game because
mm,
there's first of all Miami wasn't never like that traditionally, so calls didn't go our way. All of a sudden, two games in a row at critical times. Because if Cal gets that targeting, they got all their
game over.
timeouts.
Game over. No, they
Game
get that
over.
targeting call, which was targeting. Let's be real,
But that was
targeting.
targeting the same way the other one was a goddamn catch. That you know what? If you believe that the other game that wasn't a catch, then you got to believe that this is targeting. Then they just don't call it. We are watching the TV. Everybody know what's coming. And I love the player, so it's not like I want that, but I'm just like, y'all boys is they cheating for us. I don't even know how to feel about that. I'm like, why is it? Then I'm like, well, why is the ACC old because of the brand? And now it's about playoffs. So if you can get us and Clemson in, it's a good look. But there's no way lightning strikes twice at the end of a game that you need, and you need that penalty against that garbage ass team that couldn't score. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I respect the hell out of Cal fans. I'm gonna let y'all boys know y'all deserve that game. Okay, y'all deserve that game. You know what? We deserve to lose that game because that's what we played like. And our defense been playing like that. And our offense know that our defense can't play, yet can still throw three picks. Now they getting on this thing like we just beat Georgia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you call me a hater, but once again, I'm a real fan. I don't want no help from the refs. You beat me fair and square because I was raised by ferocious defenses and great coach. Why are we getting these points laid on us? Because our coach don't have a defensive plan. He don't know how to clean it up. So not every game is going to be a shootout. You're going to have a shootout against Wake Forest. You're going to have a shootout. And I mean, there's no comparison no more because if they can't score on a trash ass defense, that lets you know Miami's defense is the worst in the ACC. Because you called Florida State a trash ass team. So I'm like, well, they threw 38 points on us. So that and all they have is the defense because Florida State don't got no offense. But I'm like, our defense is a liability. And y'all got a bye week. What happened? Do you remember what happened last year that Miami had a bye week? Do you remember what happened?
What happened? Let them know what happened.
Miami proceeded to come out at the bye week and get their ass whooped like three, four straight times. Like I forgot how many losses we had last year. We had like six, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was five for the season. Then you got your ass whooped in the bowl game. So I'm like, look, my bad during the bowl game, had 31 points scoring on us. So I'm looking like, look, man, besides Florida, Ball State don't count, FAMU don't count. Every other team we done played has been putting up 30 points on us. That defense is trash. Okay, that defense is trash. So I don't, the coaching is trash. And I'm like, look, the only reason the coaching is trash is because your head coach don't know what's going on. But you know what he say? We just got to keep fighting. We don't got to fix anything. You guys can miss tackles. We're just gonna keep fighting. Whatever my quarterback wants to do, we're gonna let him do it. All the rest of the college football is watching this man throw across his body as he going out of bounds. Like, why would you do that? Oh, you're so good. So you're so good, we can't critique you, right? Y'all 6-0, so we can't say nothing. Nah, bro. Refs is helping you, and you're getting scored 34 and 38 points on. You best believe we gonna say something, cause then you know what they love. They love to be like the most loaded team ever. Do you remember that one game against Washington where they almost lost? Yeah, but the refs ain't help them that game, and no other game looked like that. So that's an anomaly, bro. If it happens twice back to back weeks, it's not an anomaly. It's really just who you are.
Mm. And you
Y'all
look
can
at,
act like you don't see it and you just want to go with the hoopla, but it's like, bro, you can't lie to yourself.
I think
You
that was the
can't.
biggest. I think that was the biggest takeaway after we looked at. You know, it was a huge comeback, and then the no call, and then all the emotion of the game, and it's just like a win is a win is a win is a win.
Nah,
All right,
that's
let's
some bullshit.
let's go past all of that. Getting out coached once again, getting put on the ropes by a team that has way lesser talent. Like Cal doesn't have near the talent that Miami has on either side of the ball. Um,
Nope.
we're still being outplayed, outcoached, out everything. But the point that you made is if Miami is supposed to be a national contender, with who looks at Miami after 2 weeks in a row having to squeak out these victories and say that they're a national contender? Not even AC.
The Miami fans are drinking so much Kool-Aid, they don't care. And I'm like, you do realize you're delusional because there's other fan bases that like Miami and want to see Miami motherfucking win. But they looking like, nah, bro, these boys, they getting 30 piece and chicken and biscuit from this is like a meal deal for like $5. And I'm like, well, how in the hell? How in the how, what, how in the hell are you a national contender? I love Miami, but they are a national pretender because you got to do this against Cal. Then people are like, well, Alabama lost, but Alabama just beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all beat a
And
garbage ass Florida.
they weren't getting blowed out that game. And even Georgia, for the national contenders, for people who are just like these teams could be for real legit. If Georgia goes down, I forgot how many points they were down to. There was, I think it was 28-7 to Bama before they started making a comeback. You're saying they're down to Bama 28-7. And we even talked about it. We was like, if Georgia gets blowed out this game, we start looking at Georgia different. Georgia makes a huge comeback, but this is against another juggernaut, another powerhouse team. Imagine Georgia goes down 35-10 to South Carolina, or not even a team that's that good. Texas Tech or Wisconsin. Alabama played Wisconsin. Imagine you looked up and you seen the score Alabama against Wisconsin or Purdue 35-10. And you're gonna be like, and this
And
is
what if it happens back to back weeks?
a team we're saying is a national,
And then you need the refs to help
need
them.
refs
Nah,
against
bro.
not even ranked teams. And like I say, Virginia Tech is a decent team. And Cal, like I say, Florida State has one win this year, and it's against Cal, and they held them. So I mean, like we 6-0, and I'm glad we 6-0. But like I said, this team is going to find a way to lose 3 games. We don't. We should have 2 losses, but
Should have two losses.
this team, not because of. you put another coach on this team, and with the talent we have, we can go undefeated, and it feels like we're an undefeated team. It feels right now. It feels like we said at the beginning of this season. Didn't everybody say this is a cupcake schedule? We got the
Cupcake
easiest schedule.
schedule.
Should blow through this schedule, no problem. There shouldn't be no scares on this schedule. We getting scares back to back weeks
But
against lesser competition.
but you know why we're getting these scares, and it's the UM fan base as a whole, because you don't expect people outside of UM to follow this. But if you look back to that Rutgers game and they threw that 30 piece on us, it's the same shit. Our corners, remember how we thought the corners had improved? They haven't. Remember we thought our safety play was better? It's not.
We thought the
We
defensive line was going to be like monstrous, and it's
the
just like,
defensive line is I feel like is obviously the best part of the defense, because if they don't get pressure, then if it's just one on one and it's just the DBs and the safeties, I think y'all got one decent safety back there. I think he's a goddamn freshman. He don't play every snap. And then your other that other linebacker that we have, who's a freshman. You know what? You know what's an unpopular decision? You need to start seeing what else you got on that motherfucking squad, because you see what some of these veterans are gonna get you, and you got 34, 38. Nah, bro, you're getting less snaps,
mm,
because really that's accountability, and that's how you show somebody. You know what? There's no way y'all are in practice going hard. There ain't no way, because you're out here with subpar competition getting down.
but
If you can't,
I think that's another thing that the portal has done. You pull these players from the portal, they coming in to start right away. It may not be competition. They may just be like they may have some sense of
and
entitlement.
that's not the Miami way. And
It's
you
not
can
the
you can
Miami
say
way.
it's new. You can say it's new, but I'm like, especially on defense, nah, bro. I wouldn't care who you got. You got a 34 piece and a 38 piece on you with unranked teams. I need to see who else what you got. And if I don't see an intense practice, you ain't playing. You ain't starting, somebody else starting. But that shows accountability, that shows competition. But on top of that, you're really desperate. Why would you want to have a blemish with your season? If you don't, you shouldn't wait for a loss to say an emergency. You needed the refs to fucking help you. What's
Mm,
wrong with you? I want to know who raised those fans that be in the comments that be pissed off talking about something. Oh, you ain't no fan after the Virginia Tech game. Now what you got to say after this game?
mm,
Well, what? What? We the same UM fans, and I'm like, nah, bro. They had aberrations, bro. When we now at 2003, once we seen this like that Coca era, I ain't gonna lie, Larry Coca do more with this shit.
mm-hmm,
I ain't gonna, bro. Y'all say what y'all will, but Mario is the worst game time. Cause I feel like people don't say that unequivocally. They say, well, look what Mario has done. Mario has bought in players. Mario has bought in players, so he ain't do nothing but what Butch Davis did. Bought
mm-hmm,
in the players, but Butch Davis could coach his ass off. Butch
mm-hmm,
Davis is in the Hall of Fame in Miami for fucking coaching.
mm-hmm.
This guy here with the 34 piece, nah, bro. Really? Your defense is looking suspect bad as hell like Manny's. Because now you got better players and they're playing and they're not tackling. What are we really talking about? How are you better than than defense?
And
Oh,
to
okay.
be an offensive line specialist, your offensive line looking spotty at best.
Bro, there's no player development. Cam came in raw,
Yeah.
but they're not necessarily getting better. And when you look at where, so then people would like to go to the numbers. Take those same numbers, but take out Ball, and I'll let you keep Florida. But you take out FAMU and Ball State, nah, these boys 30 pieces getting laid on them. Their statistics go down, and I'm like, look, the defense is the same. So now you are trying to be a title contender with the same defense and just a bit of a better offense. And before we leave, I look at the receiver that we could have had, and I'm like, damn, what if Kobe Young would have stayed? So y'all already know Kobe Young, he just threw his whole career away, which he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't doing as raw. Like, I don't know if he had another year of eligibility, but I do know, like, nah, he threw everything away. He hadn't separated himself. He was doing good, but he wasn't doing exceptional. But had he been at UM, this guy, I'm not going to say he didn't have drops, but he was almost money in the red zone, and he was our go-to. We're going to throw the ball up, he going to get it. So now we got Restrepo and we got Kobe Young. And then, honestly, George gets less playing time because George, he gets a penalty every game. He drops a pass every game. He talks stuff and then gets unsportsmanlike conduct. There should really be no reason for Miami to be getting the unsportsmanlike conduct almost every single game. I also think he got one in the USF game. Now that I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, this guy. But Kobe Young. When I look at the circle around these people, I'm like, look, your parents, the people around you, is not telling you to act better. Nah, but yeah, he done threw his whole career away. You could have stayed at Miami, and we getting all the exposure that you wanted at Georgia. This would have been your team in the sense of receivers. But hey, another one bites the dust. So man, decision making, what we really got going on the team, man, is just y'all will be happy. Y'all happy. Look at y'all happy to be 6-0. But I'm like, look, man, if we not careful, I remember when we were number 2 in the nation during the Mark Richt era. You know what I'm saying? But there were telltale, and we had beat the hell out of Notre Dame. It was like 41-8. So we looked dominant on both sides of the ball. But that was an aberration. We
Mm-hmm.
started to struggle against Syracuse. It took a last minute interception by Jaquan Johnson. That's the boy named Jaquan, something like that raw safety, to return for us to win last minute. And that already showed us, if y'all real fans, you remember last second victories against Syracuse. Yeah, we lost sooner or later, and we kept losing. And I'm like, look, man, you can score on Miami at will. That defense is garbage. I gotta call it, it's garbage.
Mm.
And you know what? When
They're
you
not
got a
gonna like that.
garbage,
They're not gonna like that. They're gonna go
yeah,
at
but
you.
they got, bro, you got a 35 piece, you got 38 points, bro. The same team couldn't even score against somebody else. So you're not going to tell me that. And on top of that, last year when we played Georgia Tech, oh, they're tough. Bro, you got a top 5 recruiting class. So when you get raw players in and you got momentum and you got money and you got exposure, it's called accountability. Don't be delusional. You think everybody else ain't saying this? And it's not like they don't like Miami. They love Miami so much they want to win, but bro, we not finna help you cheat. We not finna, well, I don't know. Nah, you motherfuckers know. You motherfuckers know. All right? And I ain't finna be sugarcoating nothing. Look, every game finna be a struggle. Our offense gotta know the defense can't tackle. They can't stick no 3 passes of 50 yards. Y'all all out blitz, they run for 50. Bruh, if the offense throws picks like they do, you're not gonna be able to come back every game. You're not. You're not. So you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we don't have, and we're gonna get out coached every game. So now our offense has to play mistake free. That means you can't throw the pass across your body even if you make it. You can't be gambling like that. You can't hold the ball forever. You can be raw all day, but it's like, nah, bro. Like, look, because you're not here just to be a great college, quarterback. You're here to go to the NFL. Scouts, everyone looked at that game like it's questionable because they're looking at it like, okay, you did that against Cal. That's not even the best of college, and you damn sure ain't doing that in the NFL. Therefore, if we want to win the rest of our games, our offense can't put our defense in fucked up positions because the defense is already fucked up. Okay, it's bad. It's an emergency. It's been an emergency. I don't want the refs to help. The refs can't bail us out, y'all. Is that what you want? The refs to bail you out?
Well, we're gonna see if they come out flat against Louisville. That's gonna be the sign for you.
Oh, Louisville's going to be out for blood because if Louisville can beat us, that saves their season.
Mm-hmm.
That saves their season. They got 2 losses back to back. So, and they put a 30 piece up on us, and they got a better quarterback. So our defense, they're going to have to do something that they did against Florida, but Florida couldn't pass. Now, dog, look, I'm almost on some junk like, look, bro, play the zone, bro. Play the zone. Don't be trying to do the blitzing because you do the blitzing and throw them boys 1-on-1. Oh, it's a wrap. They're getting beat. Keep everything in front of you, and we're just gonna need to score more points. That's it. That's all I got, man.
Yeah. Well, in the words of Dennis Green, they are who we thought they are. They are who we thought they
Exactly.
are. They
They
are.
are who they thought they are.
Yeah, they are exactly who we thought they are. I started drinking the Kool Aid a little bit, but I was
I
cautious.
did too.
I was
I
cautious.
did
I
too.
thought the defense had, we was bigging up the defense, but you know what?
Nah, the defense is ass. Okay, that's exactly what they is. They is ass. All right, just because you got them wins, nah, man. But you know what? I know you're gonna let somebody know in the comments. Go ahead on over there. Go ahead and lie to me, lie to yourself, start running hole holes. But remember, Florida State, boy, they couldn't even score against Florida State. So
Nah.
tell me something else. Make it up, bro. Show me you crazy.
All right. Well, shit. Till next time, you know what it is. Jump in the comments, like, subscribe, share. And this your player partners for the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the map,
We gone.
we gone.